Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I'm wondering, like, Irene, what happened to the story times? I mean, you're doing Love Island reviews. Yeah, y'all gotta cut me some slack. Y'all know Love Island comes on damn near every day. But I definitely do not want to veer from what I'm doing. So guys, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all are going to be expecting story times this month. It's not gonna be as much, but I'm still going to be giving it to y'all, and y'all are definitely going to be expecting subscriber story times this month as well. So I don't really want to ramble. Just give this video a thumbs up so I can tell more story times this month. Yeah, you guys, y'all definitely, y'all been asking me, y'all been DMing me, y'all been like, oh my god, Irene, like, you know, I sent you a story time. Can you please read it? This and that. Yeah, we're going to get straight into it. If you have been watching me for a while and you're not subscribed, why are you not subscribed? What are you doing? What are you waiting on? What are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that subscribe button. And yeah, also y'all, like I said, let me remind y'all again, give this video a thumbs up so I can tell my story times this month, because I have some story times for y'all. So let's get into it. This girl, she said, hey Irene, I just wanted to start off by saying that I love your videos. It's become part of my routine to watch your videos on my way to work when I start the day. Thank you, girl. You're so funny and you're authentic, and I pray that your channel continues to prosper. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, like, I love, oh wow, like, thank you, amen. Amen. I don't know. I love that. That was so cute, because you guys always say y'all love my channel, but y'all never, like, I've never heard anybody. Oh my god, that was so sweet. Thank you so much, girl. Thank you. My name is Fatima. I am 25 years old. I was born and raised in New York City. My parents are from Senegal, and I grew up in a very traditional Muslim household. The kind where dating is not allowed. Marriage was always the end goal, and not through dating, but through family introductions and supervised meetings. How do you feel about that? Because I know some people still do that. I know some people still do arranged marriages. I don't know how I will feel if my parents try to, like, put me in an arranged marriage. Like, you already know, if you are African, your parents are going to try it regardless. Like, my mom is always telling me there's this guy that lives in such and such. He has money. He thinks you're cute. Like, let's say she posts me on WhatsApp, and let's say, I don't know, one of her friends' kids likes what they see and they want to talk to me. And I'll be telling my mom, does he live in the States? Does he have his papers? And she'd be like, no, but he has a lot of money. I don't give a damn. Like, I don't know. I'm really not hooked on that arranged marriage shit. Like, I'm really not hooked on it. And my mom be trying to, like, drill it in my head sometimes, and I be having to tell her, it don't matter what you tell me. I am not hooked on that arranged marriage shit. Like, I don't know. Y'all, if you have parents like that, do y'all agree? Like, do y'all let them hook y'all up with randoms? Like, I don't know. I'm just not into that. A lot of my cousins dated secretly, but I never did. Partly because I wasn't really interested in anyone, and partly because my mom always somehow knew that it was something. No matter how small, I just did not want to risk it. I've always lived carefully. I never drank alcohol. I've never smoked. I've never done hookah or weed. I've only been to the club twice in my life, and that was when I was studying abroad in London for a semester during college. My life was quiet, safe, and predictable until this trip in Puerto Rico that changed everything. I was 23 out of college, and I just started working when my two closest friends and I decided to take a girls' trip to Puerto Rico. I convinced my parents to let me go. After all, it was just beaches and sightseeing, nothing crazy. We planned to ride horses, try the local food, and also have a relaxing time. Our flight got delayed, so we didn't reach our hotel until nearly 3 a.m. We were exhausted. The next morning, we slept straight through our horseback riding excursions. I was annoyed. We could have made it if we skipped lunch, but nobody wanted to skip lunch except for me. So instead, we went on this little restaurant near the hotel. It was really beautiful, warm lighting, tropical plants hanging from the ceiling, soft ocean breeze coming through the open windows. Girl, start that channel today. Like, you giving me a visual. Let's actually read what she just said, y'all. I want y'all to visualize. Like, I'm actually getting a visual. You make me want to go on vacation. She said tropical plants hanging from the ceiling, soft ocean breeze coming through the windows. Like, what? Like, she's actually giving it. Like, I love when people tell stories like that. That's how I be trying to tell my stories. Like when I be telling y'all stories, I be trying to give y'all a description because I want y'all to feel like y'all are actually there. Nah, girl, I feel like I am actually there by reading your story time. I'm loving it. We sat at a booth, me and my friend Maya on one side and my friend Alex across from us. Restaurant was busy, but it was very peaceful. We waited for our food, which was taking forever. We took pictures, we scrolled through our phones, and we chatted. That's when I noticed them. About 3 tables away sat a group of 5 men. We were laughing, talking amongst each other, but one of them just kept looking at me. Not a passing glance, he was actually staring at me as if he knew me. Brushed it off at first, but every time I shifted or moved, I could feel his gaze. I leaned towards my friend and I whispered, "There's a guy over there that's staring at us." Of course, they glanced over, not subtle at all, and he was looking. Maya nudged me and said, "I think he likes you." Just as we looked over, he smiled. His friends noticed and started teasing him, nudging him and pointing at our table. And it looked like they were urging him to get up and come and talk to us. He laughed it off, focused on the food as it finally arrived. I thought that was the end. But a few minutes later, I heard a voice deep right next to me. "Hey, Fatima?" "What? Girl, who that?" I was startled. It was him, the man from the other table standing beside me. I stared confused. "Yes, I'm Fatima. Do I know you?" He grinned and he placed a hand on his chest like I heard him. "Wow, you don't remember me? Trevor from PS 53? PS 53 was my old elementary school, but this man looked nothing like the Trevor I remember. Trevor back then was short, he was really chubby with long hair, and he was super shy. This man was like tall, he was 6'2", he had sharp features, and he kind of looked like Keith Powers in my opinion. He looked like an entirely different person from elementary school. So I said, "Trevor from Miss Perez's class?" He laughed. He said, "So you do remember?" I told him he changed a lot, and he said, you haven't, pretty as ever." And my friends and I just laughed. He told me that he recognized me when I walked in and he had been telling his friends about me. Maya jumped in asking, "So did you like her back in elementary school as well?" Then he talked about how he actually asked me to prom once and I rejected him, and teasing about how he was recovering from it. Then I remembered in 5th grade we were supposed to have a class prom. He asked me to go with him and I said no. I completely forgot. The prom never happened because our class misbehaved, so they canceled everything but graduation. I laughed and I told my friends the story. Trevor smiled and said, "First crush, first rejection. Are you going to turn me down again?" I avoided the question, smiling. "Well, there's no prom here." He laughed, asked for my number. I offered my Instagram instead. He agreed and he left. I thought the concert was over. He ended up leaving 30 minutes before me and my friends left the restaurant. When the waiter returned, she said that our bill had been taken care of by another customer, and we obviously knew that it was him. I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but at the time I was frustrated. I didn't like when people paid for me without asking. I wanted to message him and offer to pay him back, but my friends insisted I thank him instead and let it go. Yeah! Let the man do what the man's supposed to do. Man used to be building houses. Man used to be going to Vietnam War. Man used to be providing. Then we took that away from them. Let the man do what the man's supposed to do. If he want to pay for you, let him do it. If he want to pay for your friends too, let him do it as well. Let him pay for everybody. Shit, let him pay for the waitresses. Let him pay for the waitresses on their line. He DM'd me. First thing that evening we talked. It was a light, easy conversation. He told me he was flying back to New York the next day. I still have 5 days left on the trip. When I returned home, he messaged me again. This time he asked me if he could take me out on a real date. I panicked. My parents would never allow me to date. He was not Muslim. I was not allowed to date. The relationship would never have been accepted, no matter how kind or respectful he was. So I did the worst thing that I could do. I ignored him. I know it's trifling. He kept messaging me gently if he upset me, wondering if I was okay. I said nothing until Maya and Alex and my friends from the trip confronted me. Maya told me I owed him an explanation. Alex said that I should have went on a date with him and been honest afterwards, that at least I would have the experience of going on a date if I went to go see him. Okay, we're gonna pause here. No disrespect to your parents, Fatima, but your parents is why a lot of our African kids who go through, and not even just African kids, because I know Indian culture do that too. It's not just African culture. Muslims do it, you know, not all the time, but I would just say the people who parents force their kids to do arranged marriages are one of the main reasons as to why those kids that end up in arranged marriages end up miserable later on in life, end up in marriages to where they hate their partners. The divorce rates are so high by the time their parents passed away, and it's just them and the person that they forced their child to be with. They're looking at this person like, who are you? You know, I just feel like taking away the decision of your child's ability to choose who they want to create a life with is very selfish. On all jokes aside, like, I feel like it's very selfish, and I feel like it's just not right. I don't think there's anything wrong with suggesting, like, hey, you know, do you want to talk to this boy? I know his parents, this and that. Because honestly speaking, I know some people that kind of had an arranged marriage, but it wasn't by force. Like, their parents kind of knew the kid, their parents knew the person that they put their daughter on, and they're like, hey, you know, he might want to talk to you. And I've seen it become successful. But at the same time, you need to definitely allow I said chid. Sorry, y'all. It's like 4 in the morning. You need to allow your kid the decision to decide whether they want to marry this person or not, whether they want to be with this person or not. And honestly speaking, I feel like at your age, why is your parents controlling the fact of you dating or not? Like, why is your parents telling you that you can't date, that you can date? Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's very off-putting. You are a good child, so you're not going to rebel. But a lot of the times when you are dealing with parents like yours, they create sneaky kids, all jokes aside. Like, a lot of kids will start rebelling and doing their own thing and acting a fool. And a lot of the times parents like yours will be confused and be like, I gave them some strict rules, I gave them strict boundaries, and they are rebelling and they are doing whatever they want to do. But it's like, when you are super duper strict like that, you definitely create sneaky children. So yeah, that's the only thing. I'm not telling you to rebel. I'm not telling you to rebel or anything, but I'm just saying, you got to put your foot down with some of these strict parents. I had some friends like that too. The parents wasn't that strict now, but I had some friends with like strict parents when we first got to college. They started putting their foot down. Sometimes you got to put your foot down. Like, you really got to move out and do your own thing and put your foot down. Because, like, you just don't want your parents to dictate your whole life. Because I know we love our parents and all, but y'all, I hate to say this, but your parents are not always going to be here. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be going through the repercussions and regretting the way you ended up living your life because you decided to listen to your parents to the T, and they are not even here to see your life form in a disastrous manner. You know, what if God had a husband for you, but your parents put you with someone else because he was Muslim? Like, it don't make sense. It just don't make sense. You know what I mean? I just feel like everybody should be allowed to decide who they want to marry. I messaged him, I apologized, and I agreed to the date. He planned everything. It was a Six Flags amusement park, then dinner. Ooh, that's cute. I like that. During dinner, he asked, why did you ghost me? I told him about my family. I also told him about my religion. I expected him to be upset, but he listened quietly and carefully, and he said, I understand, but I still want to see you. We could go slow. Whatever makes you comfortable. I agreed. For 2 years, we dated in secret. How did you do that? He was thoughtful. He was gentle. Every 2 weeks, he would bring me flowers. Oh, this is so cute. This is so cute. Not because I liked them, but because I told him that I hated getting flowers since they died quickly. He said, there must be a flower you love. Let's find it. And he would keep trying. He opened every door. He planned every day. He always made sure that I was safe and respected. After a year, he introduced me to his family, his mother, his sister. I got really close with his sister, and his mom seemed to like me. But after a year of us dating, he would keep bringing up wanting to meet my family, and the answer was always no. And that started to hurt him. One day at his brother's graduation, it came out. We got into a heated argument, and he was saying what was the point of dating if we couldn't work towards something long term. And finally, I told him if this wasn't enough for him, then we should end it. We did. The whole situation was a whole story time within itself, so much drama, but I'm not going to go into it because the story is really long. You should have went into it, girl. We got time. We got energy. We got place. We got everything. We can do this. We can do that. We can do it. We can do it. Oh, man. This was 5 months ago. And I know I was wrong. I should have not started something that I couldn't finish. I led him on in many ways, and I do regret it. My friends always tell me that I literally lost a good one, and there's a few good men out here. I hope our relationship does not corrupt him out there in the streets. What are your thoughts? Would you have handled this differently? Should I have ended it? I'm curious to know what you feel, how you feel. Okay. Honestly, girl, I feel like you probably ruined this man's perception of love. All jokes aside, like, and I hate to take the man's side. All jokes aside, I hate to take the man's side, but you really did. First of all, you rejected him when y'all were younger. The fact that he remembers that, I feel like that stuck a core memory to him in his head. Boy really liked you even when y'all were kids. And I feel like you rejected him again. And your friends are right, girl. The dating pool has shit and caca in it. I just feel like you did him dirty. But I feel like at the same time he knew, because you were honest with him and you told him. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it goes back to the speech that I gave before I finished off your story time. And I really wish you actually went into great detail about what happened, because we got time, shit. I ain't doing nothing but talking to a camera. We could have went into details because I really want to know what happened, you know. But I definitely would have moved differently. And like I said, I would have put my foot down with my people. Now, I know some people scared too, because a lot of people's parents would disown them. A lot of Africans, like, it's either their way or no way. It's the same shit with Indian parents. Like, a lot of those type of parents, like, they don't care about disowning you. It's either you listen to what they got to say or you get the hell out the house, you know. Even if you out the house, you listen to what they got to say or you go away. And it's a scary feeling because nobody wants to be disowned by their parents. But it got to get to a point in time where you're going to have to stand up for what's right. And you're going to have to tell your parents, this is how I feel. This is what I want to do. If you don't like it and if you don't want to talk to me no more, okay, cool. Now, you definitely got to make sure that you're financially stable to act like that, because you can't be coming like that and not be financially stable, you know, still living with your people, you know. That's a whole different ball game. But you got to put your foot down, because this guy, from what I'm reading, he looked like he was one of the good ones, like one of the authentic good ones. Buying you flowers, making sure you were good, opening doors for you. Even y'all's first date was so nice. It was so different. And I just feel like you missed out on a good man. And I feel like you still have time to go back and get him, sis. But this is what I'm going to say, and then I'm going to close it out. If you're not going to do what he wants you to do, i.e. introduce you to the family, let your family know that you've been dating him, then leave him alone and let him go find his wife. Because honestly speaking, I think that man wants to marry you. I don't think it's just like a moment of like just dating. I think that man wants to marry you. No guy cares about meeting the family. None of these guys in this generation are going to be pressing you to meet your family. I'll tell you that now. This guy wants to marry you, and you wasting his time. So if you're going to go back in his life and you still plan on not being able to introduce him to your fam, then just leave him alone and let him go find his wife. That's all I have to say. Y'all let her know how y'all feel about the situation in the comment section down below. I feel like I've said everything I need to say. This was such a good story. Also, you wrote something along the lines of, let me see. Wrote, writing is a hobby of mine, so it was therapeutic to write this. I'm sorry in advance for this style of writing. I know it's awkward. No, you did good, girl. And I know my subscribers are about to say that too down below. I just wish you went into detail about how y'all broke up. That's the only bad thing that you did. Other than that, your writing was beautiful. Your grammars were beautiful. I really wish you went into detail about what happened, because I really want to know what happened. Like, what happened? Like, I feel like you cut the story short. I don't know. I feel like I kind of got left off on a cliffhanger. Here's what I'm going to tell you, because you sent me that in June and we are in July. So, okay. If y'all end up getting back together, let me know. Rewrite me another story. But within you rewriting me another story, I want you to tell me, how did y'all end? I want you to write it out and let me know how y'all ended. And honestly speaking, this was such a beautiful story. And I really want to know. Like, I really want to update on this. I don't want this story to end. I don't want you and him to end. I'm all for love. That's why I watch Love Island every night. But shit, these niggas came and played this season. But I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.